Adam's just purchased the DJI FPV drone, and seeing as though he's bought that, I thought I'd treat myself to a new homemade FPV drone. So essentially we're going to see the two different types of FPV drone. One that's ready to go out of the box, which is the one that Adam's bought, and then one that I've bought, which you have to make from scratch. I do wish that I just had a ready to go drone out of the box, but yeah, where's the fun in that? There's not. You need to be doing it yourself, doing it proper, building from scratch. You know the drone inside out, so if you crash it, you can fix it. It's probably a downside with the DJI drone, because if you crash it, that's it. It's broken. You have to send it off to get fixed. Whereas if I crash mine, I can repair it here. Got a soldering iron, got everything I need. Easy as. So here's the box. Here's the box of goodies I've got. Inside, a cardboard box full of toys. Now in here there is the iFlight FPV Titan FH5 freestyle frame. There is the F60 Pro 2550 kV motors, going to be running on 4S. There is the Cadix FPV air unit. We've got the F7 and F55A T-motor stack. So easy, there's so little soldering that you have to do. It's all plug and play mostly, apart from the motors to the ESC. We've got a couple of MMCX2 SMA adapters and some new LCHP SMA antenna. True RC. We have bought the upgraded DJI goggle foam, FPV racing drone, stack of motors, new Cadix air unit, goggle accessories, antenna, soldering iron, tools, ready to go. First things first is we should have a look at what's inside the racing drone box. So the frame, bolts, nice little crash guards, some self-adhesive stuff, battery mounts, they feel good, and leather battery straps. Wow, very fancy. Let's get started. I'm not going to talk too much because it'll take me all day. So far so good. Frame's coming together nicely. Looks nice. I am impressed. It's looking good, feels good. It's going together well. The difference for this one is that my battery will be mounted on top, which you have to mount the battery on the bottom because there's not enough room on the top. But if you have a look at the two size difference, let's keep going. This looks exactly the same as the original FPV air unit, apart from the camera's different. Leave the lens cap on for safety.
Are you making a new drone?
Making a new drone.
Why? You have so many.
Oh, don't touch them, Livs.
Don't touch them. Okay, right. So
there's a lot to do.
Okay, so we need that piece first.
Right, moment of truth. Top's on. Getting all the screws in. That took forever to solder together. Oh my word. negative takes so long. I think it took me about an hour to try and solder it. Managed to get the positive on quite quickly, so hopefully that will not short. Anyway, there's only one way to find out, and that's by plugging it in. So I'm going to get the top screws in. Get the GoPro mount attached, and then we will plug it in. So, back does open just in case. Got the battery. I think I've done everything right. I can't think of any more I need to do. I forgot the capacitor, so just fit that, plug it in. Let's see if we have any smoke or fire. Oh God, I'm nervous, very nervous. She's alive. She's ready to take flight. Let's get her plugged into the computer. We are going to the local park to test fly my FPV drone to see if everything that I've done is correct. Now I need to make sure that my finger is on the kill switch, because last time we did this, my first flight of an FPV drone, it just went whoop and disappeared into the yonder, but we got it back. Do you have an Allen key?
I do not have an Allen key with me.
That might be a problem, but we'll try and figure it out. Do an unboxing, shall we? This is the unboxing of said FPV drone.
But you had to build it.
Oh, what are they doing in there? Oh, save them for later.
I did not know about that.
I always keep a spare pack with me just in case. Pepper Army bunch of 5. Save them for later. Right, FPV drone. There's our old FPV drone, number 1. Here is our new FPV drone, number 2.
What's different about this one, mate?
This one is got the new flight controller on it, so the F7, whereas that had the F4 flight controller on it. This has got the Cadix air unit instead of the DJI air unit. It essentially is the DJI air unit, the only difference is the Cadix camera. This one has a DJI camera, so they're slightly different, but they're exactly the same thing. But it comes branded as Cadix now instead of DJI. I think there's been a massive delay in these. It's took us about 4 months since they went out of stock. But finally they're coming back into the country now, and everybody's snapping them up really quickly. But from what I've looked through the goggles on when I turned it on, it looks just as good. Also treated myself to you know, I was going on about how your DJI headset strap is no good. I've got a Nebula headset.
Wow, you didn't tell me about this one. That is
Nebula headset.
That's snazzy.
Isn't that cool? And you can fit your battery in the back there as well. Slot your battery in the back, on the back of your head. So if it explodes, it'll kill you instantly. So that's a bit easier.
Are you saying that you're going to give up the DJI thong?
The DJI thong's in the bin. It's gone. It's gone. I am on this now, the Nebula headset. You can get them in all different ones, but looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Like it.
And then I've got, there it is, the iFlight Crystal antenna instead of the stock DJI antenna. So you need to get yourselves one of these. Whether it's compatible with version 2, I don't know. Maybe it's not. I think they've swapped the antennas for version 2. But it might be the same. We'll do some research. Right, doesn't it look much cooler? Don't it look like a proper FPV pilot now?
Looks great. Let's see it from the back. Stick it on. Yeah, love it.
Cool. So we're at the local park. Nowhere too exciting. There's a few trees that I could probably slalom around to get a bit of test footage. Bit of an open space. It's simply, we're just here to test that this flies as it should. and the GoPro footage that comes off of it when we attach the GoPro on. I'll take the GoPro off of this, put it on there. Oh! When the GoPro is attached to this one, that we get as steady footage as we do out of this. This has been a great FPV drone so far. I've not had any issues with it. We've never lost it. I've crashed it a lot, but now we've gone to the iFlight DC frame or something. Yeah, something like the DC frame. Apparently it's more stable. So battery goes on the bottom on this drone. Battery goes on the top on this drone.
Because we didn't like landing on the LiPo batteries, did we?
No, it's not fun. I mean, you sort of have to just drop it above. You can't really land and then power off. You sort of just got to hover above the floor and then drop it onto the floor. With this, you could probably land it on the floor before you disarmed it, so it will take less of a beating as well. And we do have the new Cadix camera on instead of the DJI camera. Both the same air unit, but different cameras. And again, it's just about testing it all. We've got different antennas on here as well. We've got these really long True RC antennas. And we've got the mid-range True RC antennas with an extension running through to the air unit. So hopefully we get as good range. Maybe not get as good range because these stick above the GoPro, so whichever way you're facing, the signal's pretty strong. Whereas this one, if I'm facing towards me, the signal might not be as good, and I need to change the direction of these. I think we'll go with that orientation. But I'm feeling quite confident. I think it'll fly well. Moment of truth, let's get it up. Are you ready? Ready. She's up.
Doing a bit of lawn mowing.
Oh, that's probably not a good idea.
Epic FPV lawn mowing.
Lawn mowing. That's the title for the next video. Epic FPV lawn mowing. Are you ready?
Look at that.
First flight was a success. As you can see, the drone is lying down there. It lands easier because there's no battery underneath it, so I can just drop it onto its belly and disarm. So that's one better thing. It seems to fly a lot better. It seems to be the centre of gravity, I don't know, but battery being on top I'm a fan of. You know, don't have to land on the battery anymore for a start. There's a few minor issues with it that I think I need to tweak, but I'm going to take it back home, do some more test flying and see what's the issue with the signal is, but I'm sure that's a quick and easy fix. But yeah, I'm impressed. I think it's going to give your DJI FPV drone a run for its money, so I think we should do a comparison video of the two next, see whose camera and whose flying is better.
Deal.
Are you ready for it?
What have you got on your face there?
I don't know, can you see?
Flies everywhere, aren't there?
My hair's getting long. I think it's my hair.
Is it your hair?
Or the hay fever that's going about this field. It wasn't the best place to pick to come flying today than the freshly cut grass. But if you want to know anything about the DJI equipment and what things you need to get started, then by all means drop us a comment and we'll let you know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming along. We'll hopefully see you on the next video. We'll try and get something up for you very soon. We'll see you on the next one. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. That didn't sound good, did it? Let us try again.